Okay, let's see. Bring up the live chat. Oh, Lord. Oh, that's all fuzzy. Alright, I'm just going to wait a minute. See if anybody shows up. Alright, cool. Alright, we got some people in here. J.O., hello. Alright, so this has been kind of eating me. Oh, Cheryl, hey. Man, it's been a minute. Oh, I know. I know. Jimmy's been like, so when are you going to do that live stream? I've been meaning to for a while. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It keeps auto brightening. I don't know. Anyway, so I've been meaning to do this, but there's just been a lot that's been going on, and pretty much I've just been focusing on getting my life back on track and, living the dream, working, trying to get a car, all that fun stuff. But, yeah, I'm a little out of the loop, more so um, than I used to be. I used to follow this stuff and pretty much live for this stuff, but sometimes stuff happens, and that's what I've just been doing. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the debates and what a fucking circus this all is. This is absolutely ridiculous that we're even having conversations like this. Now, okay, first thing I want to talk about is this thing that I've seen a lot of people do videos about this. Nico House, Kyle Kalinske, I mean, you name them. And it's the polling where Tulsi, oh, hey, you got Derek, Bob, Dingo ate me, baby, Justin. Wow, this is awesome. Well, okay, so basically, they're talking about this polling like it's, first of all, the fact that Joe Biden is even, if we're really going to talk about for real polling, Joe Biden wouldn't even make it into the debates. He wouldn't make it into the debate. Who out there is like, oh, okay, I'm a big Joe Biden fan? Who? You know anybody? Because I don't. Nobody is like wearing their Joe Biden t-shirts out and knocking on doors, for Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Now, meanwhile, mainstream media is acting like this is the guy to beat. This is the, Bernie Sanders is catching up with Joe Biden. Okay, I don't know what kind of white millionaires that they're polling, but nobody is voting for Biden. So first of all, the fact that they're even pretending like Biden is relevant, he isn't. He isn't. At least if you're going to talk about popularity. Now, he's relevant as in, corporations and government officials like him. And I guess that's the most important thing because as they, proved back in 2016, our votes really don't matter. So as long as they like him, that's the only thing that matters, right? And I have questions about this supposed poll. First of all, who are they polling? Second of all, okay, so the way that, I forget who it was, I want to say that it might have been Kyle's video that said that he's not, okay, the votes in the polls that went to Bernie that made his polling go up was taken away from Joe Biden. So he's not taken away from anybody else, just Joe Biden. Now, what is it about Bernie Sanders that would make a centrist that would support Joe Biden, the status quo, to flip to Bernie? I find that concerning that people that want to vote for Joe Biden are now looking at Bernie as a possibility. Let's see. Yeah, Justin said some of the polls you can see the metrics for, but a lot of them you can't. See, and it's just it's all cherry picking, and it's the same thing that they're doing with Tulsi to keep her out of debates. You know, they're doing their same shenanigans again, again. And I've seen so many people, mainstream media, YouTube, and all this stuff, and they're talking about, okay, who's going to win, who can win the Democratic, I guess, candidacy or whatever it's called. Um, but ultimately, we're not talking about who's going to win. We're talking about who's just going to win to go up against Trump. So at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about, right? Okay, do we see Biden defeating Trump? Do you see Elizabeth Warren defeating Trump? Ain't nobody gonna vote for them. Well, okay, I wouldn't say nobody. They would get some votes, but ultimately, we're going after Trump. You want to take down Trump with Biden? Mm-mm. It ain't gonna happen. Who else we got? Bernie is getting indies. He's not taking from people. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. He's not. Look, I don't believe in that whole like, oh, well, you're stealing votes from this other person. That's bullshit. I mean, if you're good and then people, you should. You're not taking away. You're just running. But oh, oh Lord, I'm missing a lot. Okay, hold on. I gotta scroll down on my. I think this is the first time I've streamed from this new phone. I gotta figure it out. Bernie could take the Rust Belt for sure. Yeah, but I think that's what a lot of the focus isn't on who's going to win against Trump. They're talking about who's going to win the Democratic nomination, and it's just you don't want just anybody to win that. You know, Warren wouldn't be the worst person in the world, but she at the end of the day, she's not going to win against Trump. I mean, she's already made a joke of herself. I think she's absolutely spineless. She's an invertebrate. She's wishy-washy and will make a really, proud stance against something after it's over and done with, like Dapple, you know. But she's willing to stay silent to not offend the people higher up on the food chain than her. And it's just really sad to see because I used to really like Elizabeth Warren. I used to think she was, pretty progressive and stuff until I started paying attention to the fact that she would yell at bankers, but that's about it. Which, I could yell at a banker. You could yell at a banker. She's the one in power. She's the one that has the ability to do something. Oh, for sure, Bob. Bob said the DNC is silencing Tulsi because she's anti-war. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, who's going to go up against the military industrial complex? I mean, I thought it was pretty ballsy of her. I like Tulsi. I just don't have any faith in our voting system, you know? And I don't understand that. Like, Nico, I love Nico House. I think he's incredibly smart, and he's done so much reporting on all the voting shenanigans in 2016. He's still keeping up to date with it. I love watching his videos on that subject, but at the same time he's still kind of like goes back into like we should vote. And I don't understand like how you can like say go out and vote even though your vote's just going to get thrown away, but yeah, go for it. I mean, yeah, I'm missing something. Bernie needed Tulsi to take out Warren for his next debate, his loss, and he won't say anything. No, Bernie doesn't like to upset the apple cart. I'm with you, Cheryl. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna vote. I know that sounds like crazy. I would have, if I would have thought like a year ago that now I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna vote. I'd be like, no, you're crazy. I would never say that. But I just don't. see the point in it when they just make it whatever they want anyway. They'll throw it out or switch it or whatever they do. So, oh, hold on a sec. Let me see if I can. Is there a way? It's not what I want to do. Yeah, our votes don't count. So, like, what should we do? I mean, I feel like I have all this energy that I want to make a difference. I want to see things change. I want things to get better, but I just don't think that doing the same thing over and over again is going to get us something any different. Oh, okay. Hey, Liv. Um, yeah, I like Marianne too. There's some things that she said I'm just like, what? But and during that first debate, I was watching her. I was like, man, I really like her. I like the answer she was given. And then she got right up to the end, and then she gave like this really like Care Bears answer, like, and the only thing that we need to do is just love each other, and world peace, and save the whales. And I'm just like, what? Like, she went full blown, like, love will cure everything. I mean, she's smart. I like a lot of her answers, but I was like, man, that was just a bad answer. It was bad. It was the final question that they asked her. Hold on, we're on the move. Ooh, I'm with you, Bob. I want to shut it down. We talk about this at work, and I'm like, you know, because we just had a bunch of people quit, and I said, how about instead of quitting, we just go on strike? Like, let's just strike. Like, don't quit. At least maybe if we strike, we can get something out of it. And I have people ask me too, like, hey, you still want to burn shit down? Yes, I do. Burn it down and rebuild it. That's what I want to do. Extinction Rebellion. I've heard a little bit about Extinction Rebellion here and there, but I don't know anything, like, not a whole lot. I can't even remember what I heard about them at this point. Are they somebody that I should be like supporting? Are they good? Are they on the up and up? Ew. Wait, whoa, whoa. Marianne wants to keep troops in Afghanistan for women's rights. Shoot, then bring our troops here for some women's rights, or any other country for that matter. Oh gosh, I would love to have a new party. I thought I wanted to get into the Green Party and try to help them and like build them up and do some outreach with them, but it seems like they're very. There's a lot of good people in there, a lot of good people that do a lot of good work, but they're very resistant to change. At least the people I've dealt with, and it's very difficult when I'm like, yeah, let's I've got all this energy, man. Like I really want to like do something. I want to put my work into something useful. I want to get out there and meet other people in West Virginia and talk to them and work on creating something here instead of just talking. But when I reached out to the Green Party here, or the Mountain Party, I was like, hey, let's have a discussion. Like, let's we can do a Zoom, live stream, and we can all talk, or maybe we can get in Discord, like some kind of app like that, and just have a discussion and like talk about you know why aren't we doing outreach to get people into the group. What's the problem that they're running up against? And I got shut down immediately. They said, no, we have certain meetings every so often, and that's when we talk. We don't talk like this. And I was like, okay, so we're not allowed to just like have a discussion? I mean, it has to be like pre-approved, like we can't just shoot the shit? Apparently not. So I was like, well, screw it. I'll make my own party. Blackjack and hookers. Who else we got in here? B-ball. What will Bernie do at the convention if... Same thing he did last time. Nothing. Oh, thank you, propaganda. Yeah. It's like, oh, you got somebody that wants to help your party and bring more people in, and you're gonna shut that shit down. That's dumb. And I've seen not just the Mountain Party here, but the Green Party in California. Yeah, it's just. I mean, these aren't bad people, but they're just regular people that just. I don't know. I don't know what their motivation is. I don't know if they're afraid of success or if they're comfortable with things as they are. You know, they got their titles and positions, and that's all they got to do. But for whatever reason, they're just not serious about like growing their party or actually getting people into office. It's upsetting. And you know what? Chad, we on Mana Talk, he was talking about there's certain people in the party. I don't know what's going on with my phone. It keeps changing on lady. Anyway, that's better. Yeah, maybe they got into it for the wrong reason. Maybe they started off, like me and became, worn down over time. I know how it gets. Oh, speaking of strikes, do you know who the number one employer is in the South? Walmart. Walmart across the board. And do you know what that would mean for the South if Walmart would strike, if they would organize and strike and demand a living wage? That would be huge. I mean, teachers, that's super helpful. But when you talk about the number one employer of the entire South, that would be, I mean, good luck mainstream media trying to ignore that. Hey, Chad. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm looking into it. Um, I know that Walmart has certain practices, like they're not technically allowed to fire you for talking about unionizing, but if they find out, they'll just get rid of you. So I feel rusty at this. It's been so long. I need to get back into it. Uh, Speaking of which, the subreddit for West Virginia, it's called West Virginia Politics, r/West Virginia Politics. They are looking for a local moderator, and I'm thinking about taking them up on it. So at least it would help me stay up to date on the West Virginia stories. Oh my gosh, I've been finding out some stuff about West Virginia. Uh, so one of our senators from the Northern Panhandle just got arrested for buying prostitutes. Yep. And there was another one, and I need to do more research into this because I'm not sure that it's just hearsay at this point that another senator has been arrested. Something's going down, and I think it's just a shift in power. Out with the old and with the new, because there's been a lot of people, judges, senators now, and they're all um, going to jail, going to court, getting uh, fined and all this other stuff. Oh, Derek says he's a moderator of our WikiLeaks. Not a fun job. No. No, I don't think being a moderator is fun, but it would make me. I would treat it like a job, as in, it would make me. It would give me a reason to like get on and read the articles and stay up to date with stuff. Because now I don't know, I get so sidetracked with just the day to day stuff. I gotta get back into a routine. Yeah, I really like Tulsi. Yang, I'm just not sold on Yang. he says some good stuff, but then there's, it's a mixed bag, just like Marianne. But Tulsi, I really like her. I mean, just the fact that she's anti-war. I mean, can you imagine it if we took down the military-industrial complex? I think she'd be smart about it. She knows the importance of being having a strong army and being able to protect ourselves, but at the same time, like she doesn't want to go out like just fight these endless, senseless wars for profit. And what? Haven't seen you on here lately. Who are you supporting now since Ojeda is out? I mean, if I had to pick somebody, it would be Tulsi. Yeah, it would be Tulsi. I don't know. I just Bernie, everybody saying he's playing like 3D chess or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to watch and see because hopefully they can get her back into the debates. I think when she went after Kamala, man, that was good. Oh my God, was that not great when she went after Kamala? Oh my God, gave me life. Gave me life. Tearing her down about that stuff about locking people up and ew, somebody needed to say it. And then the thing is, like, she tried to dig herself out of it. She tried to like play it off and like spin it, and I'm just like, oh Kamala, please just stop talking. You're making it worse. Just let it go, girl. Just let it go. Don't don't. You're talking and trying to explain it, and it's just making it worse. You're just making her look better the more you're talking. Ugh. No, 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 Gillibrand. Mm-mm. Now, I could see if Tulsi was president and she wanted to make Bernie as vice president, I'm okay with that. That'd be cool. Or have him in the cabinet in some capacity. I could see him doing something like that. They can't take. Oh, so they're going to skip a debate, and then she's supposed to be in the fourth one. I think she would. That might be good. I mean, I think she did really great, but there was also a long period of time where she just didn't get to say anything. And I think the same thing happened with Yang and Marianne. There was a lot of them. There was just a couple of them that really got to just say whatever they wanted whenever they wanted. And I'm just like, you do realize that there are other people in this debate, right? But they just kept asking questions to the same like couple of people. Yeah, even Bernie, I don't know. I think Tulsi has the best chance, um, just because Bernie people. There's a lot of people that have lost faith in Bernie, or you know, don't want to do that again, and I can't blame them. And it's not just. I mean, it's not even Bernie, but they know like exactly what the DNC did, and they don't want to go through that again. I hope so. I hope they put her back in the debate. Man, she was the only thing. Well, her. Um, I think there was another person that gave a couple of strong answers. Now it's been so long now, I'd have to rewatch it. But for the most part, like Warren, eh. Hey, Bluebell. Oh, that's okay. We've been all over the place. We've just been talking about presidential candidates and the DNC and their shenanigans, as usual, as usual. And they're still going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing this. They're going to keep messing with their votes. They're going to keep messing with the candidates and booting people out and not listening to us. And because there's no consequence to them whatsoever. Nobody got fined or had to do any jail time. Did anybody suffer any consequences for the 2016 election other than us? Anybody? Whatever happened with the DNC lawsuit? And they will continue to do this because we keep going back to them. They keep treating us like shit, and people keep going back and believing that the Democratic Party is going to do something for them. I mean, they they would rather risk a world war, or at least a war with a nuclear power, rather than admit their failure. They would rather have people die than admit their failure. And that is horrifying. Would not support a party like that. Yeah, the party names don't really matter too much anymore. You know, Democrats are Republicans, Republicans are Republicans, and Green Party's just happy with their moral victories. And I want a party that isn't afraid of doing some hard work, that isn't afraid to, you know, be malleable and to listen to the people in their party, and to learn and to, grow, and to actually put in the hard work to, get their party going and to get the votes. It's very frustrating. Oh, Tulsi and Bernie running as, as a team independent. Oh, they would do fantastic. All right, so I'm probably gonna wrap this up here in a minute because I think Jimmy's about done with his. He's having a meeting right now with the Green Party candidate. So yeah, everyone should have seen this coming. DNC rigging, absolutely. Same old story, just a different election. But I'm gonna wrap this one up soon. I've been collecting some information. Look, Jimmy thinks I'm kind of a weirdo, and I think he's afraid like I might be a serial killer or something. But I've been like on this true crime kick, and I've been, well, it's not really about like the crime aspect. I like the part where, the like the system, systematic part of it, like the cops and the lawyers, and how they find, how they catch the criminals and all this stuff. But anyway, I found out some stuff about West Virginia that's like pretty crazy. And uh I don't know, I think I might just do a whole live stream about it, because I mean there's just like some really interesting like true crime um stuff that's like set in West Virginia, and or with West Virginians. And I think I might just do a whole live stream. I mean, it's silly, it's nothing to do with politics or anything like that, but it's just, I don't know. Jamal does his stuff, he has his political stuff, and then he does stuff about UFOs, which I think I might just, that might be my thing for a little bit. I might talk about politics and then get into some true crime stuff. Uh, you know what, Bluebell? I don't know. Never underestimate the Democratic Party's stupidity. Because if they got, look, they made Hillary Clinton the nominee. Come hell or high water, they made Hillary Clinton the nominee. And I could see them doing the exact same thing with Biden. Oh, so his corporate donors have now switched to Warren. Yeah, Warren doesn't go around touching children, so I mean that's a start. That's always a good place to start. Tulsi can't run as a Republican as she is for MFA and social programs. Yeah, I don't think that she. I don't know. I mean, there's some things that would make her a. It depends on what state. I mean, as a president, no, I don't think she could do that. But depending on what state she's in, like if she was here, like if she ran in West Virginia as a Republican, she would definitely win. I mean, when she talks about like being anti-war, she wants to be responsible with our money and our budget. And, that speaks to a lot of conservatives around here. A lot of them are anti-war. A lot of them are worried about the budget and stuff like that. So, but as far as like in a presidential race, I don't think that would be a good. Biden has dementia. Lord have mercy. I don't. Probably half those people in office, most of them probably do. They're only like 90 years old, and I don't know if it's dementia or if it's just like the vapidness of like being rich and elite, you know? This just takes its toll after so many years, and once you reach the age of like 85 or 90, that's just, that's all they know. Oh, no way, sundown. Look, I used to work in the ICU, and I've seen sundowners, and I worked in a nursing home for a little bit too. Man, that stuff is no joke. No joke. Man, on TV. I'd be interested in seeing that. Republicans are fully anti war now. Hmm. Shark disclosures about Kentucky and West Virginia law enforcement and chicken fighting. I don't know what that means, but I will definitely. Oh, let me grab them. I gotta write this down. Oh no. Oh, there it is. Okay. Shark disclosures. Chicken fighting. God, this just sounds so West Virginian. Mm. Oh no. Oh, look, I don't like Biden, but that's still really sad. Well, he kept saying it over and over again. Oh, that must be. If I could imagine hell, that would be it. Like the worst way to go is just to have just your mind is just gone. The ex-pharmacist on Capitol Hill says so. Yeah, I saw that on Zuan Politicon, that there's all these dementia or Alzheimer's drugs going to politicians. Pelosi's probably one of them. God, that woman's still kicking. My grandma had a theory: evil people live longer. Pelosi, Biden, yeah, still kicking. George Bush. Yeah, that's right, Bluebell. I mean, a lot of Trump supporters are anti-war, and that's the reason why he got a lot of votes is because he seemed. I know it's hard to trust Trump on anything, but he did seem pretty consistent with the anti-war stuff. Uh, all right, we've been going about 35 minutes now. Let's see, pro Israel. If Ojeda was running the same thing that happened with Tulsi, oh yeah, I don't even doubt that. No, he was going after cops. He was going after big pharma. Ooh, he was pissing off way too many people. That's probably why he dropped out. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Ronald Reagan, he had Alzheimer's. Plus, he died 300 years ago. yet. She just doesn't know it yet. She's really just a mummy. That would explain so much. Lord. If Trump is anti war, why not send the troops home? Yeah, he's not. It was a lot of talk. But, and maybe he meant it at the time, but, once you get in office and they, show you the Kennedy assassination from a different angle, you know, then you start to do what they say. Oh, man. That's too funny. Yeah, well, every time that, yeah, that's true, Derek. Like, every time that he tried to stand down, they called him weak and a Putin puppet, and he's just, you know, I mean, y'all all heard, Jimmy Dore talking about it. They made fun of him. Democrats, the anti-war people, are angry at Trump because he's not more militaristic. It's insanity. These are crazy times. You know, just do what you can when you can. Hug your babies. Because, I mean, who knows how bad this is going to get. Shark is an animal advocacy group against animal abuse. They find lots of corruption in law enforcement. Corruption in law enforcement? What? Hmm. Ooh. You better have a slice of that for me, Bluebell. That sounds delicious. Alright, I'll catch you next time. CNN just hired Andrew McCabe. Where do I know that name from? Why do I know that name? I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, I need to get going too. I've been trying to get off here. I could just keep talking. But this one's going to be, well, it's short for me. It's been 40 minutes, but it's short for me. My live streams, I guess. I'm going to get off of here. I worked today. I'm still covered in pizza grease. So I'm going to go relax and maybe eat some dinner myself. But I'll catch y'all next time. And I really appreciate everybody turning up and watching. It's really great seeing all y'all again and getting to talk with you. I've been a little all over the place, but I'm a little rusty at this. It's been a while. It's been a while. So anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'll catch you next time. And if there's anything that you wanted to talk about in the next live stream, just leave it in the comments and we'll uh we'll talk about it on the next one. And it won't be another 6 months. So I'll see you soon. Bye y'all.